focus now? We'll see later. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Cutify DIY, where I show you cute and easy to make DIYs to add cuteness to your everyday life. And as always, if you want to be part of this series, make sure to comment down below, snap me, tweet me, or send me a message somewhere and let me know what you would like to see in the future, and I will feature and credit your idea in one of my next videos. And since a lot of you guys wanted to see something unicorn and holo inspired, I thought, why not combine everything into a notebook cover? I will show you 3 different designs and I hope you will like them. For the first design, you're going to need white paper that is as big as your notebook cover. And you'll also need a slightly smaller piece of paper in the color of your choice. Since I wanted to create a template, I used a sheet of paper from the notebook and traced the size of the colored paper. And then I just traced the unicorn emoji using my iPad. But you can also do that on your desktop monitor or simply print out the image and cut it out. Next, cut out the unicorn shape and make sure that the picture fits into your colored paper and change things up if necessary. Once you're happy with the unicorn template, place it on top of the colored paper so it's mirrored, trace the outline, and then carefully cut it out. This way, when we turn it over, there won't be any pencil lines. Now just glue the colored paper on top of the white paper and attach it to the notebook cover. Here I also covered up some areas with a white ink pen, but you can also use white acrylic paint. If you want, you can now add the face to the design or just leave it like that. And you're done. This is a very simple design, but I find it still looks pretty cute. For the next design, we are going to step up our holo game. You will need white paper in the same size as your notebook cover and just a plain sheet of paper for the templates. Start by folding the plain paper in half so we know where the center is. And then begin drawing one side of the unicorn horn. Here it was about 2 cm wide and 14 cm long. And since I wanted to add some hair as well, I drew one of the sides right below the horn. Now you just need to fold the paper again, cut it out, and you get the templates we need. And since our unicorn is still lacking some holo, we will now need some holo foil. Trace the unicorn horn onto the foil and cut it out. This foil is self-adhesive, but you can use any other type as well. For the hair, I used some glittery paper that had a little bit of holo in it. And now we can attach everything onto the white piece of paper. Here I used the template paper as a guideline so I knew where to place everything. Glue on the hair, and this is how it looks now. If you want, you can also go ahead and add a black outline to the horn and the hair. I find that this makes everything stand out a lot more. Now we just need to add some ears. I drew some guidelines with a pencil first and then used a Sharpie once I was happy with the design. Add more details with a pink marker or a colored pencil, and the notebook cover is finished. The next design is one of my favorites. Start by lining out a unicorn head with straight lines using the paper from your notebook. This is going to be a template and sketch at the same time. By the way, this is similar to my other unicorn design in my previous notebook DIY, just the other way around. Next, you want to add more geometric details inside the outline we just drew. I focused on the hair part. I added a few lines for the hair on the head and also on the neck. Adjust the template until you're happy with the design and then cut it out. Next, take some thick black paper in the same size as the notebook cover and place the template on top and then mirror it. And then trace the outline of the template using a white colored pen. Once you have the outline, add the details you planned out on your image. If you want it to be exactly like your template, you can also just cut out the hair part and then trace it. Now you can go over the guidelines you just created using the same pencil, but this time make the lines a lot thicker. Since we're going to cut out these outlines, the thicker the white line, the thicker the black silhouette will be in the end. Do this until you create thick lines everywhere. Next, place the paper onto a cutting board and begin cutting out the white lines using a cutter or an X-Acto knife. Be very careful with that. Cut along the white line on both sides. You basically only want the white lines to be cut out in the end. They don't have to be totally perfect and equally wide. I think it even looks more interesting when it's not perfect. This is how it looks when you turn it over. Next, trace the outline you just cut out onto the white piece of paper and cut it out. And now the important part, adding the holo. Cut out some holographic sheet of paper that is slightly smaller than the notebook cover and add it on top of the cover. Now we just need to glue on the white paper and the black outline on top as well. This is how it looks now. You can leave it like that or add more details around the unicorn hat. And don't mind the black scribble here. I don't know what I was doing there, but I fixed that later. And this is the end result. This looks like a lot of work and cutting, but it's actually a lot of fun and so relaxing. The reason I use paper for the black outlines is because a marker might not hold it well on the foil. And these are my ideas for this video. I hope you like these designs, and if you're going to recreate any of this, please be sure to tag me on my social media so I can find it and comment and like and just show love to your recreation. I hope you liked this video and found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and to subscribe if you haven't already to see more fun and easy DIYs in the future. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day and see you next week. Bye!